Hello and welcome to Your World This Week, the weekly roundup for all the top news stories of the week. The top news stories this week are:
the Election Commission of India announced the election schedule for the Lok Sabha elections 2024 on Saturday. The 18th Lok Sabha polls will take place in 7 phases from April 19th, and the results will be announced on June 4, 2024. The assembly elections in Andhra Pradesh and Odisha will be held on May 13th, while the assembly polls in Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim are on April 19th. Counting of votes will be held on June 4. Nearly 97 crore voters will be eligible to vote for 543 Lok Sabha constituencies across the country with force immediately. On the misinformation being spread in the current era, the Chief Election Commissioner assured that certain measures are put in place to ensure misinformation is nipped in the bud and said originators of fake news will be dealt with severely as per extant laws. The committee, headed by former President Ram Nath Kovind on One Nation, One Election, submitted its report to President Draupadi Murmu on Thursday. One of the key recommendations included implementing a single electoral roll and electoral photo identity cards (EPIC) for elections across all 3 tiers of the government. The high-level committee, in its report presented to President Draupadi Murmu, suggested a 2-step strategy for conducting simultaneous elections for Lok Sabha, state assemblies and local bodies. The panel led by Ram Nath Kovind has suggested a phased approach to implement simultaneous elections. In the initial phase, elections for the Lok Sabha and state legislative assemblies could be conducted simultaneously. Subsequently, within the second phase, elections for municipalities and panchayats could follow within a time frame of 100 days. Russian President Vladimir Putin this week issued a stern warning and threatened to use nuclear weapons. In an interview with state media, he said that he is ready to use nuclear weapons if there is a threat to Russian statehood, sovereignty or independence. He hoped that the US would refrain from actions that could trigger a nuclear conflict. Reportedly, Putin gave this warning to the West ahead of a presidential vote this week in which he is all but certain to win another 6-year term. In an interview with the Russia's state television media, President Putin described the US President Joe Biden as a veteran politician who fully understands the possible dangers of an escalation and said that according to him, the world is not heading for a nuclear war. Pulkit Samrat and Kriti Kharbanda have officially tied the knot. After dating for several years, the couple exchanged vows at the scenic ITC Grand Bharat in Manesar, Haryana, surrounded by the picturesque Aravali range. Fans have eagerly awaited this special day as Pulkit and Kriti have set their relationship goals with their love and companionship. Their first pictures as newlyweds are finally out, marking the beginning of their beautiful journey together. Pulkit Samrat and Kriti Kharbanda shared the first pictures from their dreamy wedding, showcasing pure joy and love. Kriti stunned in a pink lehenga, while Pulkit looked dashing in a pastel green sherwani. The Board of Control for Cricket in India declared Rishabh Pant fully fit for the Indian Premier League 2024. Pant, who has been undergoing rehab for 14 months, had started practicing ahead of the new IPL season and has now been given the nod to join the Delhi Capitals camp. In its release, the BCCI, however, confirmed that pace bowlers Mohammad Shami and Prasidh Krishna will not be able to participate in the T20 league this season. Pant had suffered a near-fatal car accident in December 2022 and has been completely out of cricketing action since then. The wicketkeeper batter started to play cricket a couple of months ago. He joined the National Cricket Academy in Bengaluru and worked rigorously on his fitness to be available for the IPL.